Leos, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are staying safe, being good. Leo, you know there's always fuckery in your readings, so we'll see what this one. I always kind of get scared when I do Leo because you never know how it's gonna go with you guys. Never know. I do feel definitely travel coming in. Now I know we've been kind of in, not kinda, in the quarantine, and a lot of us are a little hesitant, but it looks like some of you may be kind of building up the courage to kind of get back out there. So I do feel travel coming in. Of course, this could be in a plane, this could be on the road. For a few of you, this could be for money. Maybe this is part of your job. But I kind of feel like you're trickling back in. It's like you're not in 100%, but you're kind of testing the water. So you may be expanding your territory a little bit at a time and then eventually saying, okay, I can go a little bit further. So I do feel like there's travel coming in. Some of you may be worried a little bit about finances. The money's trickling in, not exactly what you want, but it's like, okay, it's manageable right now. For a few of you, I feel like you could be applying for unemployment or some type of assistance. This could be business loans, grants, whatever it is. I feel like some of you are like, you know what, let me go ahead and get on, contact a program or something to give me some type of relief or help me out. So I do feel that there's paperwork that's being filled out, money that's going to be coming to you. Some of you, there's definitely new jobs coming in. So if you were in a position where nothing was moving forward and you're like, COVID-19 came in and I just stopped putting in my resumes or my applications, I feel like for some of you that either you're going to hear some news about a job or you're just getting back into the swing of things where it's like, okay, I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to go ahead and start putting my resume back out. I do feel like a few of you are overwhelmed with things that are going on. This could be with kids. I pick up something with kids. So if you're homeschooling and you're looking for a job or you're trying to, keep everything going, I feel like some of you are like, oh, I'm just overwhelmed. Fire signs can deal with a whole lot, but I feel like some of you may just be reaching that limit. And I don't think it's so much the kids or other things. It could be frustration. Like, I'm just feeling pulled. I feel like in a lot of different directions. Some of you are trying to move in the midst of all this stuff, and that could be part of why you feel overwhelmed. A few of you are going to find out that you're bringing a new baby into the equation. And that may be why you feel overwhelmed. It's like, oh my God, if this is not you, this could be a new baby coming into the family. If you're of an age where you can't have kids or you're a male, I feel like this is new beginnings, a new business idea, you're giving birth to a new idea of business. That's your baby. So there's something coming in where some of you are going to be expanding with business. I feel like this could even be multicultural for a few of you where you're like, okay, normally I only do this sort of thing, this is not my forte, but I feel like you could be dealing with people who are different culture or different races than you and trying to come together and create a business. If not a business, this could be an organization. With everything going on right now, some of you could be trying to actually pull together protest or organizations where a lot of people are coming together because maybe you feel drawn to that. If this is not you doing it, you could be joining some type of diverse group and really kind of putting yourselves out there. But I do feel a need of wanting to balance. So you could be the peacemaker. You could be very spiritual and you're like, you know what, I'm going to pray for you, but let's go to this organization. There was a picture online where a woman was in front of the police officers. They had a barrier and she was smudging them. So for some of you may be called into a situation where your spirituality really steps out and you're like, okay, you know what, this may be a little kooky, but I'm going to do it. Or this may be a little bit different, or I'm going to do it. Or for some of you who have never come out of the shadows, you may find yourself joining an organization or a community where you're like, okay, let's do it. Tell me what I need to do and let's do it. But I definitely get a lot of spiritual healing that's coming in. For a few of you, some of you are excited about this. You're like, okay, let's do it. And some of you are still kind of in hermit mode where you're kind of sitting back and looking and you're overthinking it. It's like, do I want to do it? But I feel for the most part, there's a lot of energy or a lot of fire energy that's coming in. And I mean, shit, people setting shit on fire. So I mean, I don't know, maybe this is something where you're called to it. You feel called to it. I'm not sure, but I definitely feel a need for some of you to be an activist or become an activist. Maybe you feel like at this point in your life you have to step up. So I do get excitement and a little bit of fear. Leo, 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 Leo. I do feel there could be this energy of pulling back and reflecting on things. Some of you, I feel like you're studying. You're picking up new things. You could be writing books. You could be working on your business. But there's something where I feel like this month, you're kind of like, I don't want to look at TV. I don't want to be on social media. I want to go ahead and focus on this. So I'm not going out. I'm not trying to visit friends. I want to focus in on this. And some of you, this could be your business where you're kind of putting something in order so that it can grow. But I do feel there's a little bit of a pullback. Definitely for a few. And it could be within the midst of spiritual growth. But I feel for some, you're just kind of like, I need to take a step back. I need to. Leo, 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 Leo. A lot of you, family is first and foremost on your mind. So it's almost like, how do I put my family in the best position? Some of you, this is work with money. A few of you, you may even thinking about moving somewhere. I do get endings. So for some of you, you could be going through a divorce, losing a loved one. You may have a relative that's transitioning. Some of you, you may have children that they're growing up and they're leaving the nest, and you're kind of looking at things like, okay, where do I go now? What do we do? There's this thing of big transitions that are coming in, and you're kind of stepping into your power with it. I feel like you're getting stronger. If you were kind of on the end where you're like, oh, I don't want to go through it, it's heavy, I'm not sure I want to deal with it, I feel like some of you are kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right. It's different. It's not what I expected, but I'm gonna be okay. All right, Leo. For a few of you, you're definitely gonna find love connections. One more time, Spirit. Leo, 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 Leo. But I definitely get a lot of spiritual growth. All right, 9 of Wands, King of Cups, 6 of Wands, the Magician, Queen of Wands, Judgment, 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I knew that new love was coming. Temperance. Ooh. 4 of Cups. The Empress, the pregnancy, new beginnings. 10 of Wands, being overwhelmed. Spirit, thank you. 10 of Cups. Page of Blades, and one more. What are we discovering? Oh, betrayal. 10 of Blades. I hate to end on that, but I might have to pull. All right. For some of you, you could be having some issue with, I feel like this could be a spouse, whether you're male or female. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some, this could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, either water or air, I feel. You could be dealing with somebody where you're having to defend yourself. With the King of Cups, this could even, it's general, it could be even them feeling like they need to defend themselves with you. But I get that there's something that may be coming out that may have to do with gossip. I feel like with the 9 of Wands, if this represents you, this is almost like people ridiculing you, talking about you, maybe trying to throw some dirt on your name. You may be feeling some kind of way about it. Maybe there's some drama going on and you're like, look, you don't want none of this. But I feel like you may have taken a beating. I think you may have taken a beating, Leo. Some of you, this could have been at the hands of somebody that you considered family or a really good friend. Normally with the King of Cups, this is somebody who's very intuitive, could be psychic, they're easy to talk to, especially in the upright. If they were in the reverse, they'd be a little bit different. Player energy, sometimes a little sneaky, sometimes a little bit shady. But I do feel that there is some issue with a person in your life, whether this is a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a friend. You may have had some type of conflict with this person and you feel some kind of way about it. Now, the Magician card next to you guys. To me, of course, you could be dealing with somebody who's tricky or shady, but this is you. This is you. Some of you are maybe outwitting, outthinking, running circles around somebody who may have caused some type of harm to you. I kind of feel like somebody's saying, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. You thought you had me, but I came back around and stunned your ass. And then we have the Six of Wands, victory. Victory. Some of you could be going head to head with somebody. You may have not expected it. It may not be something that you wanted to get into, but I feel like you maneuvered some things around so you could have victory. It's like, you must not know. I'm a Leo. You must not know about me. What's that? Oh, Lord, I have to go. You must not know about me. I knew I was going to have to go into Beyonce when I said that. I knew it. But I do feel that if you are dealing with conflict or you feel like that you're being pushed against the wall, you're coming out fighting. You're like, I think a lot of you may have been very reserved for fire signs. You know, I'm not going to really do anything. And I think some of you took as much as you could take before you came out swinging. And with the Magician, this could even be spell work. Some of you may be into some type of spiritual warfare where somebody was trying to do something to you. And look, even though she's directing a symphony, we could also say, is that a wand? Is this somebody who's magical, who's spiritual, who's doing some type of work, but it brings in victory? So some of you may be doing even some, you may be going against some type of oppression, conflict, using your spiritual or your magical works for victory, which I think in the spiritual community a lot of people are doing right now. They're doing spell work. You know, if you're a root worker, if you're, you know, Tata, Yaya, Babala, Mambo, Nugan, you're out there. You know, witch, Wicca, whatever you're into, you're using your skill set and it's bringing in victory. So if there's conflict that's coming to your door, you're going to shut it down, Leo. You must not know about me. I know some tough Leos. I do. All of you really are. But I think for some of you, you may, it depends on what other planets that you have into it. Because I get the Leo, it's like, oh, I want to forgive you. And I want to help you. And I want to be nice to you and have a kind heart because I'm love and light. But you still got that fire. You still got that fire. You can be love and light all you want. You still gonna burn somebody's ass when they push too far, Leo. I know it. You know it. They don't know it. They're gonna know it. They gonna know it. Because when that Magician come out, that Magician is like, look, I'm a give you this pretty smile. You know, I'm going to have these sunflowers, you know, distracting you from the shit that I'm doing. He got a knife on his belt. He got that snake down there. He up to no good. He up to no good. But look, he killing them with a smile. Smiling in their face. But shit. Could be putting them in the graveyard. I'm trying to see, do we get any tombstones around there? Because I wouldn't put it past the Leo. I would not. Snake is already bad enough. But for some of you, yeah, you're telling somebody, I can show you better than I can tell you. Now, if this is not spell work or whatever, you're still telling somebody, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to be tricky. I'm going to be shady. I'm going to do some things so that I get victory because you thought you were going to get over on me. It's a general read, but I don't feel like you're the one that I don't think you're losing in this, Leo. I really don't think you're losing in this. But I do feel like for some of you, be careful. Because if you do have a magician that's coming around, this could be somebody shady. Somebody playing games. And you may see them for who they are. You may see them for who they are. So, trust your intuition. Trust what you feel, especially if they're a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You may have to keep your eye on this person a little bit, because they're coming in and they're smiling and they're a family man and they have children, and you're like, I shouldn't have an issue. But then there's something going on where there's gossip or some things that are being said that maybe you don't know, and it could be causing some type of harm to you. You have victory in this. You do. Some of you may be like, you know what? I'm going to do some things to make sure I do. Or either some of you are going to be shutting this person down because you're like, you're no good. You're tricky. I see you for who you are. Definitely there is something that's coming in with judgment in this situation. Because we do have, let me see, the fire sign that could be judge. Could be having somebody look at you and questioning what you're doing, why you're doing it. This could even be you doing this toward them. Maybe you're looking at somebody a little bit side-eyed, like, what you want, what you doing? Especially if they have this energy. If they're tricky. Some of you may be saying, you know what, you do some things that I don't like. You do some things that I have to keep my eye on. I do feel general read. For a few of you, this is love coming in, and it could be somebody who's a different race or different culture than you. The thing about it, Leo, if it is a love situation with the judgment card there, this could be other people judging your relationship. Why are they together? 2020 with everything going on right now, it just really, it kills me. It kills me. I remember growing up in a time, I think I was, how old was I? 20, 21, 22. Let me see, let me call her back. 21, 22, and I had this guy that was chasing me that was white. Really cute, played a guitar, he was an old hippie. Just really an old hippie. And he chased me and he chased me and he chased me, and I said, finally, okay, I'll go eat. I will go eat with you. Now, I live in a small little town. It was more progressive now. That's what we're 30 years later. But we went out to eat at a really popular restaurant, and we walked in together, and everybody literally stopped to look at us because I was black. As if I didn't know that, So I know that they were trying to figure out, like, why are they together? But we were. The thing about it was he was really cool about it. He was like, let's go eat, let's go do this. And I was like, okay, cool. And things started changing within the environment. The city started to progress. And I think it was because people kind of got used to it. But with everything going on, we know now that we still have issues. Some of you may be dealing with this, where this may be judgment from people. Shit, love who you want to love. Love who you want to love. This may even be family members and things that may not, agree with who you might be bringing into your life, but love who you want to love. Don't let people dictate who you can be with. It is what it is. Love is love. I do feel like you and this person may be different. I definitely feel that there is this thing of, I want to get to know you, I want to get to know you, but I think there may be some things that you don't like within this person. If there's love coming in and you're meeting somebody, you might be like, you know what, I like this about you, but you do these other things that I don't like. Or they could be doing this to you. But it is showing that there's some type of connection that's coming in. Could be with a person of a different race, different culture. For some of you, you could be going into business with somebody of a different race, different culture, and they could be looking at you and judging what you're deciding to do with the business. You could be judging them on what they're deciding to do. Now, the thing about this love, for some of you, may come in really, really fast, and then things slow down. We got the Four of Cups, where you may be offering a cup, and this person is not taking it anymore. They may ghost you or go silent. This could be you doing this to them. It's a general read. But I feel like something that comes in, And it looks like it should be moving forward because there's a flirtation, but we get two people that are really, really different. One has tattoos and piercings. The other one is, wears a cross. They're holier than thou. And at some point, the differences may be what pulls this apart. We get a lot of things with black person, white person, black person, white person, black person, white person. Doesn't necessarily have to be black and white. Could be yellow. Could be whatever, green, purple, whatever it is. But for some of you, you may be making a connection to somebody that you're really different from. And at the end, the differences may be too much. They may not be able to deal with you. You may not be able to deal with them. Or there could be some outside influence where family or somebody's judging and it causes problems. So in the love thing, I will say be open to what comes your way. Don't let people deter you. But I do feel for a few that you're going to move forward with something as long as they want to move forward. Some, you're going to move forward with somebody who comes in really, really fast, quick, hot, and then it's like they disappear. And you're like, okay, what happened? Protect yourself. Get to know this person. Don't fall too quick. All right? Especially with that trickster energy. We got somebody who's coming in and they smiling and they cute and everything, but they're shady. They're tricksters. Now, I will say, be careful with your money. Some of you, I feel like you're trying to establish something, whether this is a business, your household, or whatever. There could be a lot of unnecessary spending. Like you don't need it. You want money to come in, but maybe you don't have the money. Some of you, if this is a business, you're feeling like, okay, the money is trickling in. I need more. So I feel like if you have your own business, you're going to be pushing it a little bit more, but don't overspend. If you don't need it right now, don't buy it. If you're trying to buy a house or an apartment or whatever, don't emotional spend. Don't go buy things that you don't need because you're taking away from your goal. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to expand, you're trying to open something up, but the money is not fully there. Now, I am getting, with the Empress card, there could be pregnancies coming in. If you're trying, congratulations. If you're not, you know what not to do. Some of you definitely are going to be starting new businesses, new things. You're opening something up that you're bringing into your life, and you feel like this is the right time to do it, and it looks like it is. I get a lot of creativity. Somebody that's passionate about what they're doing. They want something to grow. And especially if they want to bring in more money. We're coming from a lack. And somebody's like, let me build on this. Let me, create a new baby. Let me boost my business. Let me restructure something so I can bring more money in. For a few of you, though, if you have children already, I feel like you could be overwhelmed. You could be overwhelmed with a situation that's coming in, especially with children. Could be getting frustrated. If you do have a family, you could feel like there's some frustration that's coming in. I also get overworking yourself. Some of you may not be sleeping enough. You may be trying to do too much. Spirit is saying take a step back. I definitely feel if you are taken away from your family, some of you may not even have enough time for your children because you're working so hard because you're trying to get money in. I gotta go make money. I can't, deal with you right now. Some of you could be supporting children's businesses. Maybe you have a child and you're like, I'm overwhelmed, but I want to help you. I feel like this mother is like, I'll do what I need to do for my babies, but maybe you got a lot on your plate. A few of you definitely, you're looking for the stability. That's why you're working so hard. I know I'm gone a lot. I know I'm doing this, but I want the stability to come in. You could have these talks with your children or around your family. I know I don't give enough attention, and it's not like I don't love you, but I'm trying to build up on this. You may have children that come to you and say that, I need more time. I do get something with being overwhelmed, but it's a temporary feeling. It's something that you're going to push through. For a few of you, you could be trying to save up money for a house, with that 10 of Cups. You don't have enough money, you're overwhelmed, but you want this. So you could be overworking trying to do it. Celebrations are coming in. Something goes through with the money. Either you're buying a new house, or you're remodeling a house, or you're setting a foundation, or you're bringing stability into your business and you're celebrating. So we come from this energy to something that's a little bit more solid. And it looks like you're happy with it. Ten of Cups and Three of Cups. Celebration, happiness, something to look forward to. For some of you, this could be a new addition to the family. Baby coming in, you know, maybe merging families, blended families, but there is a new addition that's coming in that grows something and you're happy about it. For some of you, it could even be a pet. Another dog, a cat, a bird. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby, but I feel like there's a new addition coming into the family. For a few of you, you're getting a new place. You're happy, you're celebrating. New beginnings. The only thing that I see that you may have to worry about is betrayal. And it could be coming from an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Finding out something, looking a little bit deeper. Could be stabbed in the back by somebody. For some, this could even be a Leo doing this to an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, stabbing them in the back. Something comes out with the Page of Blades. There's a microphone. A magnifying glass where something is being looked at deeper. And some of you may be finding out that, you know, you were betrayed. You were betrayed by somebody. You know, you could have an air sign that may be doing something towards you. For some of you, though, I feel like you may be doing the air sign dirty. You may be, you may know something, or you may be doing something that you know is going to betray them or cause problems for them. I do feel some type of conflict coming in with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And it could be because of miscommunication. Could be because of money. Maybe you don't see eye to eye. If you're married to this person, they may be spending more money than what you thought. You may have an issue with that. They may have a problem with money. Some of you, an air sign, could be looking at you, how you spending your money. So I do feel that there's some type of conflict that's coming in. Betrayal normally comes from people that are close to you. So this is somebody that you know. This is somebody that you know. And it could be water or air. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The victory thing is showing that you come out victorious, though, Leos. If there's a fight or something that's done, I feel like some of you are like, you know what? I'm cutting ties. I'm cutting ties. I can show you better than I can tell you. And I feel that you're kind of watching things. You may be looking at things. They may not know that you're looking at things, but you're looking at things. And I feel like somebody is they're testing you to see how far they can go. Let me see how far I can push the Leo before they do something, or they, you know, they act crazy, or they, you know, they react. So somebody's testing you. They're going to be sorry that they did. I feel like it. I feel like they're going to be sorry that they did. So we're going to do final message with the Madame and Dora fortune telling cards. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. What's going on with the Leos? What is the message? All right, let's see. Oh, we got air again. We got Cancer, Pisces, water. Let's see what's happening with it. So, we have air, we have water, and then we have the Harlequin. Fakeness. Somebody's being fake. They're not showing their true face. The thing about it is showing that you're safe from harm. Victory. There's a shield. There's a shield. Water, air. Somebody not showing their true self. They're trying to hide something. And for some of you, you're going to find it. You're either going to find it if this is somebody doing work against you or trying to hurt you. It looks like that you're going to go ahead and shield. Now, for a few, Earth came out too. This is Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo person. So Leos, we got water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And we got Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The only one that's not trying to fuck you over is your own people. The fire signs like we're not fucking over each other this month. The other ones are fair game. The thing about it is, if this is somebody trying to do work, if they're trying to be fake with you, they're trying to get over on you, it shows you're protected from harm. You're shielded. You're shielded. Spirit is like, no, we see it. We see it coming. It ain't gonna happen. Victory is coming towards you. So if you're dealing with a Fulio or a Fuliette, give them the rope. Let them hang themselves. And then you just sit back, eat your potato chips with your salsa. You know, well, we knew it was coming. You know, I can show you better than I can tell you. If they're trying to block you, they're not going to block you. You got success coming your way. Money is coming back in. Businesses are going to open back up. There's moves coming in. You're doing things. Travel is coming back in. Making money with traveling is coming back in. So the thing is that if there's obstacles in your way, you're still going over it. You're shielded. You're protected, Leo. So don't give your energy to shit that you don't have to. Sometimes you just got to sit back and watch a person. You know, let them do what they do. Because eventually they will hang themselves. They really will. And you'll just have to sit back and watch it and go, you know what? Cut ties after that. Cut it. Cut ties. All right, you guys. I wish you the best. I love you.